Hey, how's it going? Ranaf here from Blazing Pocket, and today we're playing But You Seem Fine. We'll be discovering the story of this little girl, and there are a couple of different endings to this game, so our decisions are definitely going to matter. But before we begin, I just want to apologize for posting so late. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded a video on this channel. I've just been caught up with a few things, and I also started a new channel. It's called Ranaf, and if you're into PC gaming, you should go check that out, subscribe to that channel, because I'm going to be posting more often on that channel. And let's get back to the game. Alright, let's begin. Wonder if there's any soundtrack, because Oh, okay. Okay, there's my answer. This visual novel is based on a true story, but it is not meant to substitute professional help, nor reflect the range of experiences surrounding invisible illness. Thank you. Alright, so it's about invisible illness. This isn't fair. Okay. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Why can't I find some answers? Chapter 1. Okay. Ah, there goes our alarm. Oh, there we are. You awaken in your bedroom. The sun is shining in through the window. It's just another Monday. The computer is sitting beside you on the bed, still open to the paused screen from the night before. You must have fallen asleep, watching. What were we watching? The new season of Super Space Sailors, a documentary on genes and cloning. A performance by Yo-Yo Ma. Okay. I have. Let's go with this. The plot has been lagging since Captain Yumiko Itami of the Global Defense Squad bit dust last season, but you never thought you would actually fall asleep during an episode. Well, I know that feeling when a TV show lets you down. I was a huge fan of Arrow at the beginning, but it just started disappointing me after season 3. I think I was a huge fan of it before that. They just added too much drama, I guess. I don't know. You rub some of the sleep from your eyes and head downstairs before you're even later than you already are. Alright, so we're late. Let's hurry up. This is nice. This feels nice. It's like a normal morning routine. Good morning, sweetie. If you had slept any longer, I would have left you to fend for yourself. But since I have some time to spare before heading off to work, what would you like for breakfast? About some Johnny cakes. You want what now? Johnny cakes? They were a staple of the early American breakfast. The founding fathers ate them. Fried cornmeal in a cast iron skillet was how they started their days. So why can't I, right? I had no idea what Johnny cakes were. Mom does not look amused. Right, well, I don't have that, but I do have French toast. Alright, at least Lafayette would be proud. I have no idea who that is. And why was French toast not on the options? Give me a French toast or give me death. Excuse me? Alright, Kim, aren't you forgetting something? Please, would you do me the absolute honor of preparing me breakfast, dearest mother? No, we forgot to say please. Okay, save the dramatic language for the theater. But thank you. While Mom prepares breakfast, you pack your lunch for the day. Looks like the only option is leftover tikka masala. I like tikka. Yum. Mom sets your French toast on the table and you shovel it down before heading out the door for school. There we go. You arrive at school in record time. Was it breakfast that made the difference? Mom always was a killer chef, and French toast has never failed you. Lost in thought and heading toward your locker when you spot the one, the only. Sadie! What do? Alright. This is so nice. Reminds me of the school days. Things were so much simpler back then. Ah well, we all gotta grow up someday. What do? Inquire about life, complain about school, discuss the latest episode. I guess I'm gonna complain about school. Please tell Mr. Sanchez. Please tell me Mr. Sanchez did not just give us an extra essay. Doesn't he know I have a very important and busy life outside of school? Come on, it's not going to be that bad. A 3-page fictional adventure on whatever theme you choose. You write those for fun all the time. You've already finished yours, haven't you? I think she has. Sadie. I refuse to believe I am friends with you. You chuckle to yourself and head into your first class of the day. Things are going good so far. Home sweet home. Mom and Dad won't be back from work for a couple of hours and there's a lot to get done. What do? Homework, play soccer, practice cello. I usually didn't have the option. I couldn't choose for myself if I wanted to do the homework or if I wanted to play first. You had to finish your homework every day. But now that I have the option, I'm definitely not going to do my homework. I'm gonna play some soccer. Wonder if that's gonna affect our grades or something. Seems like forever since you kicked around the soccer ball in the garage. Maybe it's time to dust off some of those dormant skills from middle school. Besides, getting outside is good for the body and the mind. It is indeed. Right, so we're back. What do we do now? We could play a bit more soccer. Our decisions do affect this game, so I don't want to mess up our life. So I'm going to do some homework for now. Maintaining good marks does not come without effort. You think you heard someone say that at some point. Regardless, you dive headfirst into some worksheets from today. You're gonna write that essay? What do? I guess practice cello is all that's left to do. You're feeling artistic and musical. Plus, the swan from Carnival of the Animals has been stuck in your head since you heard it earlier in class. You pick up your bow and start playing. That's enough for one day. Your throat is starting to feel a bit scratchy. Maybe it's allergies. Either way, you better get some rest. You shuffle into your bed and call it a night. Right? You wake up the next morning, totally unable to breathe. That is, until you open your mouth. Your nose is completely congested and you can barely make a croaking noise without your throat burning. Oh, yep, I'm sick. This blows. What do? I think the first thing that popped up in my head when I ever got sick in the morning was, alright, hooray, no school. Well, what do we do right now? Should we play some video games, catch up on homework? Should we sleep again, rest up a little bit? Let's sleep a little bit. Let your eyelids close as you drift in and out of consciousness. You fall back asleep. Your eyelids get heavier and heavier. Slowly, you drift off. Turns out this cold hit you harder than normal and recovery is taking longer than you're used to. Oh, okay. You miss a full week of school while you're sick in bed, battling fever, congestion, and throat pain. Oh boy. 1 week later, okay. No, we're all good now, I guess. You finally feel well enough to come back to school. You're excited to be back in the swing of things. You missed orchestra, you missed drama club, and most of all, you miss your friends. Where's Sadie? Speak of the devil, there's Sadie. Okay. What do? Be dramatic, talk schoolwork, brush off. Let's be a little dramatic. Sadie, my friend, my one and only. I never thought I'd see your face after touching the cold nightmare of death. Haha, okay, your majesty. I know you're just kidding. But I seriously thought you died. Where have you been? You explain how the last week of your life has been spent battling sickness in your bed and your only contact with the outside world when your mom would come in to give you medicine and soup. Yikes. But you aren't still contagious, right? No way, I haven't felt sick since Friday. I tried to text you, but I kind of lost my phone in a vat of tissues. Oh, how many tissues did we use? Right, that's disgusting. But you really better? Yeah, although. What? Nothing, I just wish I wasn't so tired. You go to the rest of your classes for the day, eager to catch up on schoolwork. School is over. What do? Alright. Oh, we did have that essay to write. And let's do that, I guess. You travel the familiar path to Sadie's house and set up shop with her at her dining table. You realize that if we wanted to, we could register to become an official club with the school. Well, why would we want to do that? Well, we could use a classroom for meetings and maybe even get some money for snacks. Excuse me, what's wrong with my lovely home? And we have snacks right here. Stale Cheetos do not count. Whatever, more for me. Now help me come up with a name for this new character in my story. She's a teenage princess who is also an assassin, and her mark is her betrothed. Betrothed? What? How do you pronounce that? Her prince, yeah. I thought your story was about space ninjas. It is. Well, that's one hell of a story you got there, Sadie. Alright, how about... Let's go with Ray. How do you pronounce that? Is that Rai or... I'm gonna call her Ray. Cute. I guess it will do, but normally my rule is no self-interest. The two of you laugh and work on your stories until it's late and you're both tired. You thank Sadie's mom and head back home. Since when did you get so exhausted so easily? Oh, I think we didn't completely recover from when we were sick earlier, so could be that. When you wake up the next morning, you're stuffy, you have a fever and an incredible headache. How are you sick again? You just got better, but it looks like the sickness is back for round 2. Well, that's sad. I would give anything to stay in bed longer. There's a knock on your door. After a short pause, Mom comes in. I know you're not still in bed. It's nearly time for me to go to work. Mom, please. Ray, you're not looking so hot. I don't feel 100% better. It looks like that cold decided to stick around a little longer. Stay home. I'll call the school and get you excused. It's better to sleep and let this bug pass. You want to argue you have a ton of schoolwork and a million club responsibilities, but the thought of going back to sleep is just too tempting. Thanks, Mom. Mom smiles back and heads into the hallway. You fall asleep once more. I hope you start feeling better. Feel sad for her. Morning again, and the sun streams through the window, forcing you to shield your eyes. I'm heading off to work, but I'll leave some medicine on the nightstand. Feel better, sweetie? You grumble in response and fall back asleep as she leaves. I'm loving the soundtrack. I think I've heard this one before. You wake up, groggy and tired. You're very disoriented. You have no idea how much time has passed or how long you've been asleep. The artwork is really nice, by the way. It's cute. It seems late. Should we check our phone? Maybe Sadie texted us. Your phone reads 9:30 p.m. You can see light peeking from underneath your door. You hear your parents talking softly to each other as they watch TV in the other room. You look down at your phone again. There's one new message. Oh, it's Sadie. Hey, you're not sick again, are you? You pocket your phone and head downstairs. Oh, but didn't we reply to her? Your stomach is grumbling. You're not quite sure when you last ate. Sit down. We have some leftovers from dinner. Would you like me to reheat them? You nod. Mom pulls out a plate and uncovers it before popping it in the microwave. You stare blankly into the distance. Mom places the plate in front of you, then leans against the counter. watching you as you start to eat. She's clearly concerned, and so am I. I genuinely want Ray to feel better. Thank you. Finish your food and get up to leave the table, but before you go, you glance back around. I love you. Aw, that's sweet. You head back upstairs and go back to bed. Poor mom, and poor Ray. You wake up again, some time has passed, but you don't know how much. Oh. What? Can we get up? I want to try this. You roll your body to the edge of the bed, but anything more is just not possible. Ah. Waking up again, you realize you're no less tired than when you last slept. You have no clue how long you've been asleep. Ah. Guess we should sleep a little more. I feel so bad for her. Oh, there's Mom again. You rub some of the sleep from your eyes. Mom is looking at you, worried. You frown. Going to the doctor, sweetie. Time to get up. You grumble. She helps you get dressed and you stumble into the car. You and your mom are at the doctor's office, here to see your primary care physician, Dr. Harris. What brings you in today? Mom explains the getting sick, the endless sleeping, the suddenness of it all. Well, I'll do some checkups and see if anything's wrong. We trust you, Dr. Harris. I hope you help us. He has you open your mouth, say, ah. He checks your eyes, your ears, your nose. He pulls out his stethoscope and listens to your heart. He listens to your cough. He listens to you breathe. The usual. He takes your temperature. He tests your reflexes. He takes your blood pressure. I hope it's nothing too serious. He sits back. Well, nothing seems to be wrong. You've shaken the bug completely. But you're in high school, aren't you? You're 14? Maybe this has something to do with your hormones, or maybe you're just depressed. You stare blankly. Mom frowns. She's not just depressed. There's something wrong. I've never seen her like this before. I know what she's normally like, and something's not right. He sighs and scribbles something onto a pad of paper. He rips off 2 sheets. Here, 2 prescriptions, one for birth control, one for antidepressants. Maybe she'll get better. Did you seriously not believe me? I'm your mother. I know what I'm talking about. The nerve of that man. You say nothing, choosing to stare out of the window. Going to have to look somewhere else. You mumble in agreement and then nod off to sleep.